Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. What are human bodies made of? I'm sorry, I'm trying to pretend to be this guy. His name is Vsauce. He runs a scientific YouTube channel and he has 19 million subscribers in it. And that audio you just heard on my speaker is his signature. But there is one slight problem to that equation. I'm not Vsauce. I'm not him. I don't have any YouTube videos, let alone 19 million subscribers in it. And most importantly, I don't have that magnificent beard of his. So I'm just not him. I can never be him. So who am I? Okay, jokes aside, let us think about that question for a moment. Do I know who I am? Do you know who you are? This is a question of identity, which might painfully resonate to a lot of us from time to time. We try so hard to find the definitive answers, but no matter how hard we try, no answer seems to be satisfactory enough to quench our curiosity. If you ask that question to a scientist, whether who we are, then they will say that, well, you, me, all of us humans are bipedal primate species with high intelligence and the ability to stand upright. But if you ask that question to a nihilist, however, they will say that you are simply a consciousness trapped inside this meat bag, floating endlessly in space until you eventually and inevitably fade away. Yikes. Now, those two answers are technically right, but they don't feel right. They don't feel like they describe us enough. And that makes sense. After all, we humans are such subjective creatures. In the end, who we are is just who we make ourselves to be. Any scientist will agree that no two fingerprints can be the same out of 8 billion of humans living on Earth today, right now. That means that we humans are designed to be unique. We are designed to stand out from one another. Even God coded us as such. But that might not be how we all feel, though. After all, with how many humans living, sometimes we are bound to feel inadequate, lost amid the sea full of talented and influential people alike. I will probably never be as talented as the late Stephen Hawking, nor will I be as influential as Elon Musk. That's just how it is. But what if I tell you that it might just be your own brain tricking you? Eleanor Roosevelt once famously said that no one can make you feel inferior without your own consent. Now, that might sound ridiculous, but that might be the truth. A study is done in Cadbury in the United Kingdom, where out of 2,000 of people being surveyed, as much as 25% of them, of 18 to 24-year-olds, don't have self-confidence. They have doubts about themselves. And as much as 34% of them don't know whether they will achieve their personal goal in the future or not. This poll shows that most of the time, doubts don't come from other people's opinion about us. Instead, it comes deep within ourselves, from our own pessimism and from our own self-sabotage. I'm sure you will agree if I say that no one, and I mean no one, is more critical to us than ourselves. Which is why it is very important for you to just forget about what other people think of you. And instead, you look back at how far you have progressed as a human being, how many challenges you have overcame. Strive to be like the letter C, because you see, the letter C stands for confidence and Colombo. So, just in case you are wondering who Colombo is, he is a fictional detective from the 1970s American crime drama television series of the same name. Now, the premise of the show is actually quite simple. Colombo is there to solve any crimes, no matter how hard it might seem. But his approach to solve that crime is actually quite interesting. Sure, he is no Sherlock Holmes, but in the show, he is shown to be quite intelligent, quite cunning. He is a man of detail. But unfortunately, most of the time, he had to purposely act slow. He has to act like he doesn't know what's going on. Sometimes he even has to act like a dimwit. Why does he do that? He does that so that he can trick his suspects. He can lower their guards to make their ego solve the truth for themselves. Let the truth reveal themselves. It's quite a cunning tactic. But at what cost? Because of this, in the show, there are multiple times where Columbo is humiliated. He is underestimated. His own intelligence questioned by other people. But he doesn't seem to mind. He doesn't even care. I mean, why would he? He knows he is capable, and that's all that matters. And I think Columbo is a great inspiration for a lot of us. He might not have the greatest and strongest of body and physique, but he has a strong mentality, strong mindset. Speaking of strong body, do you know that around 330 billion cells inside your body are replaced daily? They become stronger, more efficient, faster, the more you train them. Same thing goes for our white blood cell, our immune systems. As we grow up and we are exposed to a lot of dangerous substances and harmful germs, they will fight it. Sure, they may stumble once every few times, which explains why you get sick, you get nauseous, but given enough time, they will eventually overcome that, and they will defeat that problem, and they will make you stronger than before by learning from their mistakes. Even on a molecular level, we are quite literally hardworking person every single day. So don't say otherwise. Don't mock yourself, okay? Now, our body is currently changing, constantly changing to accommodate us. Let us get inspired by that, and let us change all of that self-doubts, all of that self-inflicted pains into self-assurance, into self-compassion. Because once you, the mindset, and you, the body, starts realizing that you guys are fighting the same battle, then you will truly realize how to appreciate yourself. So you know what? Be like Columbo, be like Vsauce, be like whoever you look up to. But when I say be like, I don't mean to imitate them. I mean to take all that's good from them and then make it original. Make yourself you. And as always, thank you for listening.